All right, so we've got the target bow built again. We put a new riser with those limbs at 50 pounds, brought it down to about 47, 46 pounds. And we're going to shoot 20 and 60 again, make sure that those are on. I'm going to get the sight tape put on, and then we're going to shoot an outdoor round, 20 arrows, going for 10 rings this year. My goal is to shoot a score where I don't miss a 10 ring before 2024 is over. My indoor has already started. My goal is to break 290 this year and not miss the yellow on a round. I came really close 2 weekends ago before my mountain lion hunt, so we're not going to shoot that again today. We're just going to see if we can get that sight tape made and shoot a quick outdoor round. In the mark. It's right in there also. It's also right in there. 20 looks good. All right, 20 looks great. Shoot a small group here at 60. If we like that, then we're on to our indoor round. But let's just see first. Was a little high. Shoot one more just for kicks. That one's a little high, but it's also in the dot, so I think we're good at 60. We'll fine tune it when we start shooting our outdoor rounds. I think 20 is money, which is the most important for indoor. That's what's happening right now. We got a couple months till outdoor, so we can fine tune that sight tape in, but let's get it put on there. And then let's shoot a round of outdoor and just see where we're starting the year. I'm going to shoot at the half body that I bought. It just has the IBO rings on it. So I've got a 5, 14, 7, 10, and 12 ring. I'm just going to keep track on a piece of paper, shoot 20 times. I'm going to randomly move it throughout the yard, but I shoot in the known 50 group. So I'm going to have my rangefinder with me and a set of binoculars that I'm allowed to use. But I'm going to set it in random places, different angles. So right now it's kind of quartering away a little bit. We're going to shoot it. I got 28.9. So I'll shoot it for that. And then go ahead and grab my bow without moving. Should have already had this, probably. So we're just going to put it at 29 and to see what that does. All right. Looks a little forward. I don't think I got the 10. Quick correction, I'm shooting ASA score, so that'll be a 5, 8, 10, and then 12s would be upper, and I think you have to call the 12s. So that would have been an 8 as my first shot, but just update ASA scoring. It'll be 10, or it would be 12, 10, 8, 5. First one is an 8. Okay, I just moved the target. I actually flipped it too. I actually put it where I can't shoot, so I'm gonna have to take a step forward, which is fine. Take this off. Give it a range. I'm getting 39.5. So move this. I flipped it around. The reason I bought the black target as opposed to the brown, they have a half body that's brown. I might get later on. But black has traditionally been harder for me to see, harder to range. And I can't see the rings in it as good. So I figured let's practice harder than we compete. So like I said, we're going for 10s on everything. See what we can do here. About midway up. I think I got a 10, maybe got a 12 on that one. We'll have to go take a look. All right, on the last shot, I hit the upper 12, which does not count unless you call it, which I did not, so that's a 10. We just backed it up, left it the same angle. See what we got here. It actually might be kind of close to the same distance. I might not have moved that far enough. Okay, I get 44.5. So it's not much further, but it's a little bit further. It's good to go. That might be a little too forward again. Let's go take a look. We're gonna do one super close because I don't have anything less than 20 yards. So that's actually a challenging shot. This is at 14.5. Then we'll try one that's like ridiculously close. It'd be hard to even get the camera on it because my camera only goes in so far before it comes out of the binoscope. But I'm gonna put it at 20 and practice this shot and just see how high I hit at 14.5. I might have got it. We gotta go check. It's on the line. Can't really tell from the phone back here. So it was super close and I hit higher than I anticipated. Even aiming at that corner line, still got a 10. So we moved it even closer, and my phone's having a hard time focusing on it, but I think you'll be able to see it. This is like, let's see, silly close, 8.5 yards. I think this might not be far enough to get it to miss high, but we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna put it at 20. Now I'm gonna aim right at the middle and just see what it does, because at some point you actually start hitting high when it gets closer. I just don't know if it's at this close, so I might miss low, but we'll see. That's about right where I had it, still like maybe an inch high, so I probably could have gone for a low 12, would have had to put it on the core line at 20, so that's just good knowledge. Still got the 10, of course, but I'm gonna back it up and do some more realistic shooting. I've only seen a target that close a handful of times. All right, I think doing a whole 20 is gonna be boring for everyone, so I'm gonna do 10. We're halfway done. This one's just goofy, trying to make an obstruction just because my yard is wide open. Might be more fun to do a video later where we walk through the woods and put them in more tricky spots because there's no branches, no overhangs. So we'll use this just to make sure our sight tape's pretty good and get some practice in, but we'll do a whole video of some outdoor shooting later and probably even some during the season. So this one I get 20.3. I guess we leave it right at 20, which is where I have it. And we got something kind of in the way. Got weird shadows going on where it's kind of tough to see what we're aiming at. So let's see what we do here. Solid 10, too high to be a 12. Okay, I moved it out just a little bit. It's kind of quartering 2, which is a shot we haven't done yet, I don't believe. 45.5 again. I'm gonna put it at 45, and my kind of thought is maybe it'll drop into the 12. Maybe try to be a little more strategic than going right on. That broke really fast. Might be a high 10, could be an 8. All right, on that last shot, I was thinking I was gonna be closer to the end of my sight tape, known 50. It's 50, but there's a plus or minus of a couple yards most of the time. So I moved this one as far back as I can see. It's a hard cut that direction, quarter it to pretty 53.1. That's great. So that's kind of the max that I anticipate to be doing a lot of shooting, but we just want to check out this whole sight tape. So we'll shoot that. Let's see what that does. Oh, I think that might be another 8. Oh. All right. I did get an 8. I shot like 6 inches in front of the 10 on that last shot, so that's more than likely me. Elevation looked phenomenal. We moved it to kind of that more medium range where I expect to do a lot of shooting. It says 36. I flipped it and I wasn't paying attention. It's gonna be just above the elbow there. Let's do that again. I think that was high as well. I might not have got a 10 again. I think that was high as well. I might not have got a 10 again. All right, I dropped what is it, 6 points so far out of 100. So the goal, I think I'm gonna shoot for a 14. It's pretty risky, but this is practice. That would get me back 2 of those. Could shoot a 98 out of 100. It's also a little bit closer. I didn't make it too close, so I wanted to make it a challenge, so I wasn't gonna try to bolster my score. It's 30 yards. We're gonna go for the 14. And I'll be honest, that looks really small from back here. So normally there's not a rope. I'm gonna use the rope. I gotta be a little bit to the right of the rope, about level with the bottom. Let's see. I moved my sight, right? I sure didn't. All right. I think I missed it low. I might have got an 8. It's actually pretty dang close. I'm not super disappointed, but that could take me down to a 92 out of 100, but it was worth the risk. Let's see what we got. All in all, I have to say I'm pretty happy with the sight tape as it is right now. I'll continue shooting it through indoor season. We'll do outdoor once a week and just see how we can do during the season. I might do some shooting. My dad owns all these woods back here, so we might do some shooting. I might have him set targets up out there so we can practice more, but just like I said, a good first outdoor round for the year. Sight tape I'm pretty happy with. We'll probably do some more shooting, maybe do a full round at some point, but I don't want to make this video too long, so we just did a half. But 92 out of 100, got to do better than that.